Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. I did forget to blur out my background, but it's okay. I'm just sitting in my living room. So I just want to say hello. I am Takija of Online Success Made Simple. My beautiful co-founder and co-host Daria Jackson Legonier couldn't be here today, but I am going to do the thing for us. All right. So last week it was her turn, and this week it's my turn. If you don't know who we are the co-founders of Online Success Made Simple, where we teach you the organic approach to making money online. Absolutely love what we do. And so we come here every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we give value, right? That's what we do every single Tuesday at 5 p.m. We give value. And of course, if you need some hand holding or some personal help beyond the value that we're giving, we are coaches as well. And so we do at the end tell you how to get in touch with us. If you should so happen to need help, because we know when we got started, we did. And of course, we are geared towards beginning marketers and of course, marketers that want to start all over because they are not sure if they have been doing it right all of this time. Okay. All right. Hey, 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 Nicolette, how are you? Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, we are going to go ahead and get started. And so today we are going to be talking about using automation tools. And I did forget to say something. If you are live, go ahead and hit hashtag live and let us know where you are tuning in from. And likewise, if you're tuning in at a later date, give us a hashtag replay and, of course, let us know where you're tuning in from, right? So, like I was saying, we're going to be talking about using automation tools for follow up. What? So, man, I remember when Daria and I first got started, we did not know what automation was, and we did not realize that is why other people were making money when they were sleeping, when they were on vacation, when they were napping, when they were networking, when they were doing whatever, when they were doing things they love, right? Out with their grandkids, children, husband, fiance, whatever, right? Whatever you have going on with your life. Automation is how you get that time freedom back, right? Because the fortune is in the follow up. I know you've heard that a million times, and it's a true statement. The fortune is in the follow up. What? Man, so let's get into it. So, just like I was saying, if you want to make money, right? If you want to make sales, even when you're sleeping, hmm, when you're doing any of the things that you want to do, right? Let automation do the follow up for you. What? Do it for me? Oh my God. That sounded like a dream come true, right? Let it do it for me. Like, what? Like, how do I do that? So, learn why follow up is where the real sales happen, right? That's what the objective is. Number two, discover simple automation tools for beginners. Absolutely. We want to do that, right? And of course, set up your first automated follow up. What? Sequence. Because the sequence is that follow up that you need, right? It is the sequence. Man, I love that. And so let me get back over here on track. I was checking the chat. And so when you checking the chat, it does other things. So I'm like, oh man, let me get back over there. So let's dive into it. Why follow up is crucial? Like I was saying, the fortune is in the follow up. The sales, the money, the moolah, the time freedom is in the follow up, right? And not everybody has the time or the wherewithal to wanna call people or keep on saying, oh man, it's been 2 weeks. I need to hit up this person. Oh man, it's been a month. I need to hit up this person again, right? But you know you need to follow up with these people because you hear it all the time. You need to follow up. You need to follow up. Fortune's in the follow up, follow up, follow up. Most people don't buy right away. So that's why the follow up is important, right? That's why it's so important. It takes 7 to 12, hello, touch points before most people make a decision. We always say 7 because it takes at least 7, right? That's why we always say 7. So if you haven't spoken to somebody or put the information in front of them at least 7 times or more, you have to realize a no is just a not now. And if you give up before you get to that 7th through the 12th time, then you can start to understand why some people make more sales than others because they're following up with people more often than other people. What? That's what I said. They following up with people more often than others. I'm like, golly, that's what it is. Automation keeps you visible, keeps your name, your brand in front of people, keeps them saying, "Oh man, oh yeah, I remember Nicolette's brand, right?" And I'm using Nicolette as an example because I can see hers. And if you're on Facebook or YouTube or one of the other platforms, we can see your comments as well. So if you want to comment, I'll respond to your comments as well. So an example of automation keeping you visible. Schedule emails and post once, right? Once. Stay active daily without being online, right? I know you guys, if you're on Daria and I's list, on any of our lists, right, you receive frequent emails from us, right? That is because the first time that you put your email address in, you might have put it in because you liked the thing we were giving away, right? The freebie we were giving away, that lead magnet. That's what you put in your email from. But after the eighth, ninth, 10th time of us emailing you and you seeing this stuff come across your desk, now you're like, wait a minute, what is it that you guys do again? Like now they're really into it, right? Like, man, okay, well let me take another look because I really wasn't paying attention that day. I just wanted that freebie. So now I see that you guys are, always here. Like, I'm constantly reminded that I got that freebie from you. You guys are always in my email box, but you're not calling or texting or messaging them through Messenger. You're not taking the time to do this. You're setting it up one time, right? And if you've ever messaged people, you know that those are all different messages and you're creating a relationship the slow way. And we call that the slow burn, right? And of course, you can get sales that way. And of course, you can create the know, like, and trust factor that way. But does it happen as fast as you're doing it with building a list? Of course not. Because with building a list, you get to speak to these people over and over and over again. So let's say you're with XYZ company. XYZ company shut their doors, but you have a list of everybody you ever marketed XYZ company to because you've been emailing them ever since they signed up with you. All you're going to do is email that list of people, letting them know what new venture you're in now so that they can come on over to the new venture with you. One email sent out to thousands of people. One email, one click, right? And a sequence of emails, right? Easy automated tools, right? We're going to talk about a sequence. So number 2, easy tools to automate. These are the tools that we recommend, right, to do some automation. System.io or MailerLite for your email automation, right? MetaPlanner or Metricool for post scheduler, right? So if you don't know what that is, of course, if you want to schedule a post to be posted and you don't want to have to physically post things every day, right? You can schedule them out to be posted, right? Months out, right? You can set it all up and it'll just run for months, right? It's absolutely superb. So set up your first automated follow-up sequence. Super simple to do, and we're going to talk about that. So an example, set up a mini, write a mini chat reply. So when someone types info, they instantly get your link, right? Go to mini chat, right? That is a website. So you want to set up a mini chat. You want to take a screenshot of this, right? Because these are all the things that you're going to need to do the action steps and the homework, right? Because remember, we're going to give you action steps and, of course, homework. And, of course, you can always come back and watch it at a later date. And I did not record, but, of course, we're streaming to YouTube, so hopefully there it is. So number 3, what to send in your follow-up, because that is the biggest question, right? You know that you need to follow up. You know that you need to send things out, but what do I say, right? What do I say? What do I send, right? Here's a short little example of what you can send, and you want to go ahead and screenshot this or write it down, whatever you do to memorize things the best way. That's what you want to do, right? So day 1, of course, that's your welcome email with that freebie that you're giving them for giving them your email. They gave you their email address. I'm to our tongue right now. You gave them, right? You give your email address in exchange for a freebie, right? That's what they get in exchange. So here's your guide and what to do next. Because you gave them something free, right? And you want to tell them what to do next. Because that guide might be to how to make 90 grand in 90 days, right? And so right after that, you might want to send them a little video, right? Hey guys, I made this short video, for you just to show you that it is possible to make 90K in 90 days and show some proofs up there, right? If you don't know how to do that, we'll talk about that in another video. Of course, we love to show you guys how to do stuff. So day 2, personal story. Personal story, oh man, when we talk about being authentic, your personal story is one of those things that you're like, man, wow, I can relate to what this person is saying. Why I started with 0 tech skills and still made $1,000. People are like, wait, you don't have any tech skills, and you made $1,000 like online, and you didn't like have to learn nothing. Like, I need that in my life, right? And so, as you can see, the titles are always catchy as well. Remember, we talked about that. You want to have that catchy hook title, right? So day 3, social proof. Meet Lisa. She made $247 in her first week, right? None of these stories about you making money, right? Even when you said why I started with 0 tech skills and still made $1,000, that could be about your friend, right? That could be about your friend or someone else inside of the community that made that. So when they open it up, they're going to see it says, man, my friend just posted this. I can't believe that she started with 0 tech skills and still made $1,000 a week, right? And so social proof, right? All day long when you're in a community, you have social proof, social proof. It doesn't have to be you making money and you telling how much you've made. You use other people's success stories. Day 4, urgency. Because this is day 4. You've been writing to them a while and you want to, give them something. You want to give them a FOMO, fear of missing out, right? This is when the fear of missing out kicks in. Doors close in 48 hours. Claim your spot, right? In the next 24 hours, the price is going up. Make sure you join today. All great FOMOs. All great FOMOs. Fear of missing out is the one thing that makes people get off their butt and do something. They're like, man, if I don't do this now, I'm going to regret it. I'm going to miss out, right? And so you want to give them that feeling. You want to give them that feeling. You want to always have that in the back of their mind. Man, I'm going to miss out on so much if I don't do this. And it's true because the value that you're given is substantial, or the value that's given in the program that you're showing them, right? Because if you're an affiliate marketer or a network marketer, it might not be your product or service. 9 times out of 10, it's somebody else's, right? Because it's what we do. So let's talk about what to do. Let's talk about exactly what to do. So we already talked about how to make an email, right? How to create an email and all of those things. So number one, what you're going to do is you're going to set up a 3-day follow-up email sequence. We went ahead and went through 4 days. That's a 4-day sequence that we just talked about, right? I'm going to go back to it. This is a 4-day sequence, right? This is a 4-day sequence right here, right? And your business might be about skincare. Your business might be about something else. You want to put this in Chat GPT and let it come up with something for you and your niche, right? You want to utilize it so that it comes up with something phenomenal for you. So that's why we gave you the 4-day example, and we're telling you to only do 3 days. Because if we give you 4 days, we have so much faith that you guys are definitely going to be able to do a 3-day email sequence. Bada bing, bada boom. You're going to add auto replies to your Instagram or Facebook page, right? We talked about that. ManyChat. We talked about that, right? And so number 3, schedule 3 to 5 posts for the week. That's not a lot of posts, right? If you're not used to posting every day and you schedule a post to be posted every day, people don't know that you're not physically posting it every day because it posts the same way, right? It doesn't post it different. It doesn't say this was scheduled by Nicolette, right? No, it's like, hey, she just posted this 15 minutes ago, right? But you had that scheduled out 2 weeks ago, right? Or even a month ago. You set it up a month ago for that to post that day. So, and that's why we absolutely love schedulers, autoresponders, anything that can automate your life. And that's why we're so big on making videos, because videos are those little breadcrumbs, right? Those where people can get back to you and find you at a later date. So let's talk about the homework. We talked about the action steps, right? Let's talk about the homework, because the homework, of course, is the most important part. Because this is going to say, okay, I got the lesson and I implemented the lesson. And now I understand what works, what doesn't work. I understand what I need to tweak. If you don't do anything, you don't know what works, what doesn't work, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to write your follow-up message script, right? Or you want to go on Chat GPT, like we talked about, and have it to come up with a follow-up sequence for you. I'm in the skincare business and I would like a 3-day follow-up sequence telling people about the lead magnet that they just received and telling them to join my Facebook group. You know what I mean? In that same first email, I want the second email to be about whatever you want it to be about. Somebody who had great success in clearing up their skin with this product, And then another one, I want it to be about somebody who made some money while using this product. You know, they got great skin and also made some money by telling people about the product. Outstanding, right? And so you want to test one automation tool this week. We gave you several automation tools. We just want you to test one because we don't want you to be overwhelmed. So that's why we're telling you just one. Because overwhelm is real, and we don't want you to do that. So post a reel or story announcing your freebie. Because remember, we already talked about your freebie, your lead magnet, and how to come up with it. So you should already have a lead magnet, right? And so we want you to announce whatever it is that you're giving out because you're utilizing that to get people on your email list. So you need to put that thing out there. Put it out there. Don't be afraid to put it out there, guys. Absolutely. And so what is it that we were thinking? What are our final thoughts on this, right? Automation isn't cold, right? People think, oh man, because I'm not interacting with people. You definitely are. It's not cold, it's caring enough to stay connected, right? Because you might know yourself well enough to know that you're not going to remember every 2 weeks to contact Darian, right? To see if she's still how she's doing, right? Because you're not necessarily contacting them to see if they're interested in joining. You're contacting them to stay in contact with them, see how they're doing, see how little Johnny's soccer game was, regular conversations. When people are ready to buy and you are constantly there, they'll remember that's what you do. You don't have to constantly say, hey, remember me, this is what I do, right? Because if it's done right, it keeps your brand working while you rest, right? So people come across your YouTube or Facebook channel and they see all those videos that you have on there, all those positive posts, all that value that you're giving, and they see those call to actions asking them to get started with you, they'll be ready to get started. They see the value that you're giving. They see the value that you're giving. Okay, so of course, if you need some help or some extra hand holding, please feel free to contact us, to reach out to us. That's what we're here for. This is literally what Daria and I do 24/7. This is our 9 to 5. This is how we pay our bills. Network marketing, affiliate marketing, we don't do anything else, right? So this is our contact information. You can text us, you can email us, or you can visit us, right? All of these are great ways to contact us. Of course, the quickest way to contact us is to text us. And if you text us, let us know who you are when you're texting. Because, of course, your number isn't stored inside of our contacts. So we won't know who you are when you text us. So we do want to say thank you so much for showing up today and being here, and even more so for going ahead and doing all of those steps. What? For doing the action steps, for doing the homework, and for consistently showing up for you. Because this is all about you and your success. So, absolutely, we want you to be successful. We thank you so much for joining, and we're going to see you next Tuesday. Bye, guys.